Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. First, let me go ahead and thank the channel members, and then we'll roll right into it. I think I'm going to be doing this series just a little bit different from how I do my normal Bannerlord series and how I did the Space Marine series. It will be maybe more edited. We'll see how I can do. I am a total amateur at editing things, so we'll have to see how it goes. But we are going to start a new campaign here, and I am very, very excited for that. I believe I thank the channel members, but yeah, thank you to Walter, Sniper, Tyler, Mitch, Moses, and Jared. Appreciate it, guys. And we're going to go on the standard difficulty. Let's see here. Tutorials on DLC elite units. Let's go ahead and turn that off for now. Special launch equipment. We'll go ahead and disable that as well. And there's specialized spawn groups. Enable the DLC. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. And we will make a new save on this slot here. Confirm. Let's get into it, boys. I have played this game a bit before, so I do kind of know what I'm doing. But yeah, here we go, boys. Let's fucking get it. I will be quiet during the cutscenes, and we'll talk in the interim. I will say one last thing. I'm very excited for this playthrough.
41st millennium. For more than 100
I'm gonna have to turn this down after this.
The Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. Mankind wages a never-ending battle for survival against the demonic power of the Chaos Gods. But by one force is humanity shielded from true darkness. The Grey Knights. This secret chapter of Space Marines are the Imperium's surest defense against that which the Emperor foresaw would be its greatest threat. Humanity's blade against the demon. For in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Unidentified Astartes vessel. This is Captain Pirani Everick of the warship Holiness of Ra. Geheris is lost. Repeat, Geheris is lost. All Imperial vessels are to withdraw at once. Astartes vessel, do you read me? Geheris is doomed. Please acknowledge this warning and...
You have done all you can, Captain. Go, in the Emperor's light.
You cannot sail into this storm.
We do what we must. Farewell, Captain. Tech Priest, report.
Hexagrammic wards are under maximal pressure.
Commander, we cannot maintain this orbit for long.
Dispatch the assault team at once. I will join them and put an end to this myself.
Your will be done. The assault team is engaged, Commander. They clear a path for your arrival.
Here I stand. One unbreakable shield against the darkness. Tonight the Cadium falls, Hector. Our quest is finally near its end.
So yes, obviously, welcome to Warhammer 40,000, Daemonhunters. Chaos Gate, Daemonhunters. But yes, I'm very, very excited for this series. It is a lot like XCOM. Well, I'll shut up here for this.
Our target lies ahead.
Time is against us, brothers. We breached the cathedral.
All right, we'll go ahead and pause really quick here just to adjust the audio a little bit. It is a bit loud for us. There we go. But yes, this game is basically a turn-based tactical shooter, if you will. And it is very much an awesome game. It is a lot like XCOM 2, if you're familiar with that. I had a lot of fun playing XCOM. I'll definitely have to do a series on the channel, but there is some stark differences. So there's no random element when it comes to shooting in this game. So you either hit or you don't, which is nice because you could be standing right next to somebody in XCOM and it could miss a shot. All right, let's go ahead and move this guy here. This is the tutorial section, but it is very cool. Let's go for a ranged attack here on him, and we'll hit him with the wrist-mounted bolter there. Hit a reload here.
I will end that heretic.
Wants us to move this guy up here. Now it wants me to go for a ranged attack on this guy here.
Justice.
And that will finish him off.
Uther, dispense of that heretic with your blade. Grant them no quarter.
Force strike them.
I am the Emperor's Fury.
You're out of cover, Uther. Trust in the Aegis.
Gods be with me!
So yeah, it's basically just a turn-based tactical game.
Die, Imperial dog!
You have mitigating factors like armor and abilities, Overwatch. You have stuff like that. So it's basically just a simple but nice take on the XCOM franchise, basically. But it's 40K, so automatically, instantly better.
I will breach the cathedral.
All right, needs us to go into here. And even though this is a tutorial section, it doesn't really feel like a tutorial. Feels like a very important part of the story here. I have played this before, but it is very good. We can knock over this pillar here. We actually have environmental weapons that we can deploy. And that was fucking sick.
Iolanthus, your brother is pinned. Advance and
Go ahead and advance here with Iolanthus.
Deploy your
And
frag grenade.
we will throw a frag grenade here. Wants us to throw it right there. We shall do so to break the Overwatch.
Deliver the Emperor's judgment, Uther. Advance and train your bolter on that doorway.
It's gonna have us set up an Overwatch here.
Blessed ammunition the moment they are exposed. Palamedes, prepare for the demon's charge.
At once, Commander.
It's gonna have this guy set up Overwatch as well. It's showing us tactics here, which I really, really like. A lot of games don't do this like that. It wasn't super effective, but that's okay. Uther is down. We'll recover in 3 turns.
I sense dark powers from within.
We don't really have the time to dilly-dally here. We kind of just have to go. What does it want me to do? Oh, Q. Okay. I see.
These soulless
We can hit both of these guys with the Fury of the Ancients here, with Captain Agraven. These are the Grey Knights, by the way. They are unlike normal Astartes, as in they are all Psychers, and they are a very elite section of the Adeptus Astartes. They are the martial arm of the Imperial Inquisition. So they are essentially psychic soldiers that the Inquisition deploys to deal with demons.
Battle, brother Iolanthus. Both demons must be destroyed.
Force strike him or hit him with this. Okay, we can stun. That's good. So we can stun him, and then now we can, yep, we'll be able to execute him. Sick. Fucking slice that dude in half. And now we can come over here and deal with this one with a force strike. There we go.
Excellent. I will move on ahead.
Captain Agravain is advancing alone.
There is not much time, brothers, but we must prepare for the coming battle.
We can swap through characters here.
Reinforcements. Palamedes, resuscitate Uther, so you may both defend against them.
Gotta click this ability here. Come over here, and we will resuscitate Uther. There we go.
Defensive positions.
Gain most of his
Enemy reinforcements will be here soon.
most of his stuff back. Hit a reload here.
Your resolve is commendable, Uther. Join Palamedes in defense of the cathedral. Iolanthus with me. There's a breach in the wall ahead.
He's gonna have Iolanthus move over this way.
I will breach the inner sanctum.
And we are about to confront something very, very deadly and very, very scary. I will shut up for all the cutscenes.
Very cool.
Futile. Millions of souls feed the flame. The threshold is passed. The warp emerges.
Your cult is broken. Your ritual is ended. Relish this breath, for it is your last.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne.
To my side, Iolanthus.
All right, let's go ahead and advance up to Captain Agravain with Justicar Iolanthus.
I will show you true.
Now we need to go attack the demon with our halberd here.
Uther, we must protect the cathedral.
I'm gonna go and set up Overwatch with these two. Not the most ideal way to do this, but it is just a tutorial. It's showing us the basic systems of the game while also giving us a fucking badass mission. That does not look good.
No, not yet.
Our brothers have brought us.
Uther has died and Palamedes is down.
Demon and fire at will.
So we have Palamedes coming in here. So you can click multiple points so that you can maneuver around fire, which is really, really cool. And then we can attack him with the ranged attack here.
You profane
Now we can finish him off.
with your master's fire. This ends now, demon.
Well, maybe not finish him off, but get him close. That would appear to not be so good.
For the Emperor.
Or the Emperor is right, my friend. Now we can finish him off.
Pathetic mortal! Weakling spawn of a false god!
I am the light that banishes darkness.
Your prayers mean nothing!
I am the hammer!
You have beaten me for now, little knight! But the war I fight is eternal!
A worthy sacrifice.
Analysis. Warp signatures fading.
Then the blood ritual has ended. Where is that report? Report! Where is the commander?
He died a champion's death. Blade on blade against the foulest blasphemy.
Well, that's all she wrote for that mission. And it turns out we have lost our leader. Your commander has fallen, but not Baal is not lost. Yes, so the Grey Knights are all psychers, and in the I believe it's 10,000 years that they have existed, they have not lost a single brother to chaos, as in being corrupted by chaos, which is a impressive accolade that no other chapter or force in the Imperium has ever accomplished or could ever boast.
A long campaign, over at last.
A victory at the cost of the commander's life.
Alive, he was ever a faithful servant to the Emperor. A true hero. In death, at least his duty has finally ended.
Assertion. This ship remains in crisis. The Baleful Edict is seriously damaged. There are grievous matters to attend.
Ah, yes. That is why I have invited our guest.
You have appointed him to take the commander's place?
No one else suitable survived the campaign.
Falsehood. You also live.
My apologies, Acting Commander. The priests of Mars do not understand our knightly oaths. Our men and stores are severely diminished. Your task is to lead us for the voyage home. It is a simple duty, and once we return to Titan, I will put the future of your command to the chapter's Grand Masters. In the meantime, I will provide what advice I can.
I will also support you with counsel and service. But remember, the Baleful Edict is my chief concern. Be careful with this ship.
We sail for Titan on your word, Commander. Strike Force Xiphos at your disposal. Commander, could you please join me in the Strategium?
So, we come to the other aspect of the game. What did it say there? Okay, wants me to select him.
Ulrich is a talented
Okay.
justicer. Please decide where he should focus his training to support you in the field.
Okay.
With every promotion, your knights gain 2 ability points, which you can use to expand their capabilities.
We'll give him some more armor. Confirm his promotion there.
Confirming this promotion will apply your ability choices to Ulrich, permanently increasing his rank.
Very nice. So now he has Terminator, or the ability to wear Terminator armor. Very nice.
Excellent. When you are finished, please join me at the star map.
So this is the other aspect of the game. This is where, much like XCOM,
course for Titan and debrief the Grand Masters. Issue the travel order to begin our return to Titan.
so much like XCOM, this is the ship, the command center, you know, where you travel throughout the galaxy. It's very very intricate. You have a bunch of different resources up here that you can use to upgrade various aspects of the ship and your knights as a whole. And yeah, let's go ahead and travel. It's a very in-depth game. You can upgrade the modules on the ship. You can upgrade your knights' abilities. You can upgrade their weapons. You can find new weapons, new armor. It is a very, very in-depth process here. But it's also quite simple and easy to grasp, and the tutorial does a very decent job of teaching you how to do it. And of course, I've already played this game for, I think about 25 hours, so I have a fairly good grasp of how to play it, although I haven't played it in quite a while. And we have a twist here while we are en route to Titan.
Baleful Edict. In the name of the God Emperor.
Dominus, who is this interloper?
Code scrapings indicate an Inquisitorial transmission.
Baleful Edict. Prepare for my arrival.
Duty calls, Commander. We should open a Vox link.
Inquisitorial vessel. Permission granted to come aboard.
Well, since I'm in charge now, we know there's a huge problem there. First off, if I'm your last hope as a commander, then you have a serious problem. But we'll see who's coming aboard our ship, the Baleful Edict, now. This is an Astartes strike cruiser, by the way. Mostly used for infiltrating Astartes onto planets and exfilling them for missions.
Thank the God Emperor I found you. I must commandeer this vessel at once.
Impossible. We are bound for Titan. The Edict cries out for repair.
The Tech Priest speaks the truth, Inquisitor. Our last crusade bled us dry.
I'm not blind, Knight. But heresy does not operate at our convenience. My destination is Koramar Prime, within this very system. Not such a taxing journey, I'd expect.
And what is it that you hope to find there?
This.
Beneath rotting skies, the air thickens with a world's final breath. Seeds planted in flesh and bone, watered with blood and tears. A warrior alone in the garden of a grinning god.
These are scraps of astropathic whimsy.
There's more.
It grows. It spreads. A great dispersal upon the etheric wind. The bloom proliferating. First, then Koramar, then world after world. Its roots spread from an ancient veil. Inquisitor, hear me! Hear me! Hear me! Who tends the garden?
The Astropath sacrificed himself to send that message.
Now you understand why we must investigate.
Commander, we cannot risk further damage to this vessel.
It is the chapter ship, Dominus. The Inquisitor has every right to request our support.
It is not a request.
Commander, with your leave, we will set our course for this Koramar Prime.
Yes. Good. That will do for now.
All right, so we have been boarded by an Inquisitor, Inquisitor Vakir. And as an Inquisitor, she has rights to request the support of any Imperium vessel, and she has done so. All right, kill all the enemies.
If we do not investigate this threat, the consequences will be dire.
This is just explaining the systems here and the markers on the different missions that we can partake in.
Commander, it is our duty to support this Inquisitor, but we should complete this task as swiftly as we can.
All right.
Masters on Titan are waiting for our report.
Let's go ahead and carry out the next mission that is required of us.
Report. Signals from quarantine beacons detected in the upper atmosphere, but the surface itself is silent.
Plague, Commander. Send your squad to the surface.
Knights of Titan, you are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Make planetfall and discover if the Inquisitor's fears are founded. You should evaluate your knight's armaments and ensure they are
All right, let's go ahead and select Ulrich Islantis here. Let's go for the halberd.
Which halberd you would like to equip.
There we go. Let's see here. We have Thule. Thule will be equipped with a silencer. Silencer is a very, very good ranged weapon. It is essentially a sniper rifle, if you will. Let's see here. Oh no, this is the shotgun, if you will, like them shotgun kind of machine gun, if you will. And we also have Interceptor Storm here. We're gonna swap him to dual falchions here. Very nice. And then let's see here. We have Apothecary. Let's go ahead and swap him out for a another Purgator. Kadon Rugen. Very nice. And we will equip him with a Psi Cannon here. And now we have completed our little band of misfits. Let's see. Juskarth Islantis with the halberd. Thule with the silencer. Storm with the dual falchions. And then Rugen with the Psi Cannon. Very nice. This looks like a good loadout to me. Let's go and start the mission. Later on, we will get an expanded squad of, I believe, 5 Grey Knights. Where I like to run 2 Justicars and 2 Purgators with 1 Interceptor. That's how I like to usually run it. Let's go ahead and... Now we are out of the tutorial section here, so now we actually have to play carefully. Let's go ahead and lead the charge with our Interceptor here. We'll move him forward. If I make any mistakes, please understand that I am still very much a beginner here. Have Islantis move up into cover here. Now, cover doesn't eliminate the possibility for taking damage, but it does reduce damage significantly. So we'll move up our Purgators here.
Standing ready.
kind of switch our view up here a little bit, and we'll get him into full cover as well. All right. Let's see here. We can move up. We can move him up here, and we can move him up into half cover here. I believe that is really all we will be able to do. We can move up Iolanthus a little bit further. I think we will do that. And now the bloom here. This is the. It's basically a. It's a corruption system. So basically, the longer on the mission goes, and not every mission has this, but most do. The longer on the mission goes, the more the enemies will get reinforcements. And if we use psychic abilities, it will focus the warp's sight on us and will allow the enemy to get reinforcements a lot quicker.
Your command.
And in some cases, it does augment the enemies.
Be wary, my brothers.
We have 2 patrols here. These little green circles indicate enemy patrols. So we want to move up cautiously, but we also don't want to waste time. All right, let's go ahead and move him up to here. He might be able to spot them, and looks like he has spotted them. We have some traitor guardsmen here. If we shoot that, it will blow up. So I think we will do that in this next turn. One of them has gone into Overwatch. We can target this, which will kill these 2 and almost kill a 3rd. I think we will do that. And it actually has killed all 3 because it blew the other guy off the side of the map, which is very nice indeed. Now we can teleport up to here without using any action points, I believe. Or it may use an action point, so we may want to select a different. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That's okay though. But we can come up here and get into cover without entering his Overwatch range. I think we will do that. Let's go ahead and set him into cover here. Set you into cover here. And then we'll move up the Justica into full cover here. We could throw a grenade here and kill him. Well, not kill him outright, but lower him down. We'll go ahead and fire here. We are going to take a hit here. I didn't realize we would take a hit there, but I should have. That will break his Overwatch, though, and allow us to take a shot at him. With the silencer there. That is my favorite weapon in the whole game, by the way. Very, 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 very powerful. It looks like we can take a shot at him. We move up, maybe? Or we could throw a grenade and finish him off. I think we will throw a grenade to finish him off. I did not play that first fight very good, but that's okay. Want to move up now? Could have played that a whole lot better, but that's okay. Go and push up our 2 Purgators. We don't want to reveal that patrol quite yet. Let's go and move up Iolanthus here. Then we will move up Storm here. We'll kind of stack everyone up here and get them ready to engage these heretics. It's as far as we can move him. All right. Iolanthus can move up slightly further, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now it is the enemy turn. The bloom is going to rise every turn that we take to complete this mission. The enemy patrol is... let's see, where is the enemy patrol? Not exactly sure, but I'm sure we'll run into them sooner or later. Let's go ahead and move up Purgator Thule. So using 1 action point, we can still move and shoot or move and set Overwatch. And looks like there is the patrol right there. They're heading towards us. So we should go ahead and prepare to receive them. Go ahead and move up both of our Purgators here. Thule and Rugen. We can move up Iolanthus here. Or Storm here. And then we'll move up Islanthus as well.
Taking position.
Now we may want to... Let's go ahead and just hold here. We'll go ahead and end our turn here. We have a patrol coming in. Okay, Bloom rises again. Now we can reach this point here while also being able to shoot. So we have 2 patrols heading towards us. Or maybe that's just the 1 patrol there. But let's go ahead and break open this engagement here. So we can move here with full cover and also still be able to shoot. So I think we will discover this patrol here. Looks like we got some poxwalkers here.
Wait, that creature.
Inquisitor, we have seen the dead walk in this way before.
As have I. Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural.
Let's go ahead and set him up on top of this here. He'll still be able to shoot after this, so we can use his scatter shot ability, which is quite devastating, as you will see, and why the silencer is my favorite weapon in the whole game.
Good. I will need to examine this corpse and...
I will not tolerate this contamination spreading to my servitors.
Do not obstruct me, tech priest. I will follow proper protocols. A satisfactory effort. Now return with my carcass so I can set to work.
We will deliver them to you as soon as containment is properly confirmed and sanctified.
Be swift about it. If this plague has already spread beyond this planet...
You can see why I like the silencer, though. It's very devastating with the scatter shot ability. All right, and that is a victory. We have eliminated all the enemies, completed all the objectives. Some missions will be a lot more complex than just taking out the enemies. Sometimes you will have to retrieve samples and retrieve corpses, deliver certain personnel to certain areas, even fight different enemies. It gets quite complex quite quickly. That is why I'm playing on the normal difficulty setting. In that mission, it gave us 15 servitors, which are used to upgrade aspects of the ship. And it looks like we have some promotions here. Nope, we don't have any promotions. That's okay.
Mission objectives achieved, Commander. Our guest wishes to speak with you in the Libris.
The Libris. The Libris. This is where you can upgrade aspects of your Astartes and your command abilities. In the form of research points provided by gathering samples and corpses and things of that nature.
I must commend you on this impressive archive of demonic lore, Commander. It rivals some I've seen in Inquisitorial fortresses. I will require it as a base of operations for my studies. I respect your authority in matters of combat, but I must remain until I can ascertain some solution to this plague. I am, of course, open to recommendations on which lines of study you feel would best serve the mission. I must insist, however, on beginning my research with a necropsy of the Poxwalker carcass your brothers recovered. I am certain they hold a key to understanding this corruption.
All right, and this is our introduction to the research system.
I will conduct a necropsy of the recovered...
Oops, I keep skipping dialogue on accident. Sorry, guys. I'll try not to do that in the future.
I shall begin at once. Inform your crew that I am not to be disturbed.
It's going to take 30 days.
Commander, I toil with a critical lack of resources. I request you attend me in the manufactorum.
All right. Now we are getting introduced to the ship upgrade and repair system.
My servitors have restored the manufactorum to operational use, but the edict remains severely damaged. Without access to a proper dockyard, restoration will be slow and limited by the resources we can requisition from Titan or nearby Inquisitorial enclaves. As of this moment, reviving the Edict's core power output takes absolute primacy.
And as Lynette there so graciously indicated for us, we have to make repairs to the ship first of all, before we can make any upgrades.
I must improve the Edict's power output in order to conduct more extensive repairs.
All right, let's go ahead and repair the plasma reactor here. It's going to cost us 8 servitors and it's going to take 6 days to complete. But as you can see, there is several things to upgrade here, and we have several different sections here, defense systems and many things of the like, and even personnel systems of how many Astartes we can recruit.
I must now interface with the logic engines. I trust you have a great deal to attend to.
All right, heading back to the star map here.
The star map to display our current sector. However, our intelligence here is sparse.
Okay.
I suggest we bide our time until the Dominus restores power to our scanners.
All right, now this is the advance time feature here. You basically start at day 1. This is what we are at right now. And by advancing time, it allows you to complete research and to complete other aspects of repairing the ship and upgrading and healing battle brothers and things of that sort.
The Dominus has restored the star map to its full function. We are receiving a barrage of scanning data and astropathic scrapings from across the sector. This plague appears to have already spread its tendrils far and wide. We are faced with reports of 2 infected systems. We should monitor this infestation carefully and judge where best to direct our forces while the Inquisitor pursues her answers. Failure will cost many souls.
All right, we can start a new project now that Lynette has finished repairing the plasma reactor. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Lynette first.
Commander, let us be efficient.
All right. We must activate quarantine protocols with the poxwalkers. Yes.
I will not have the edict put at risk, even for an Inquisitor.
These are just simple dialogue trees for story purposes. I will go through all of them, though, as we are looking for a complete playthrough of this game.
The ship will remain sterile. The Baleful Edict has never let any of the Brotherhoods that have traveled in her down. That is the way of the Inquisition. Waiting for new input.
Okay.
We have been the primary vessel for the Commander for the past 22 years.
A very short time for an Astartes, 22 years, as many Astartes can live thousands of years.
He was a leader in the Grey Knights.
And are essentially immortal.
He did not suffer fools, or those that dared countenance his authority. Defiance suggests an emotional need to obstruct or obfuscate. Indeed, I serve the Omnissiah. The Ecclesiarchy's imperial creed carries only a muted echo of the machine god's true will.
I'll let you guys read through this on your own as we progress through the conversation tree.
Affirmative. There are no active reconstruction projects, Commander.
All right.
For new input.
That should be all for now.
Action is over.
Let's go to the ship status here. And as you can see, we have many things to upgrade. Improving the reactor will be the first thing. We must have the improved reactor to get 20+% to the ship's speed, which is the most important thing, is getting the ship's speed up and ready, or upgraded, because we only have a limited amount of time in each system to complete missions, and not being able to do so is very detrimental to the mission. So yes, we will commence with the upgrade of the improved reactor output 1. That's going to take 12 days. And while we are doing that, we can go and let's talk to Ektar here.
Come, let us talk over what troubles you, brother. She already makes demands on a ship badly in need of restitution. Even we must respect the authority of the Inquisition when the situation demands it. It is a term that has fallen out of fashion. It was a strategic decision. By all means.
There is a lot of stories, or a lot of storyline stuff in these dialogues, so I do encourage you to pause the video or read through it as I go through it.
It seems the Emperor has other plans for me. Certainly.
I don't know, Ektar. I think you just tried to dodge the responsibilities of command. Appointing such a fool as myself to be the commander was a grave mistake that I hopefully will not impact the playthrough too much.
Has other plans for me.
All right.
It seems the Emperor a matter between
There we go.
myself and the Emperor. I hope I can be of some use. He had a fitting end to his noble life. Why indeed, it is not my place to say. By all means.
All right, that is all the conversations there.
Hammer.
Now we can head to the barracks here and look through. We can return him to Titan. Let's go to his loadout and let's check out his armor. I think we can equip him in Terminator armor, which will best suit his abilities here. Having him in Terminator armor gives us 2 armor, which is what the enemy has to break through before they can even do damage to him, which in later stages of the game is quite useful indeed. Now his ranged weapon is a storm bolter. It is a wrist-mounted bolter. It is essentially a short-ranged, low-damage weapon, but it does the job, and it can set them into Overwatch. Very good. Let's see here. Let's go through these guys and see if we have any other power armor types. Nope, just looks like we have the 1 piece of power armor. Now for the war gear, they can have grenades. They can have many other things. Quite in-depth indeed. Let's go back to the... we need to head towards the library now. Talk to Vakir here, the Imperial Inquisitor.
What do you need?
Inquisitors are essentially the swashbuckling, gallivanting arm of the Imperium that fights chaos. Now, there's a few different ones, a few different branches of the Imperial Inquisition. There's 3 of them. There are ones devoted to fighting Xenos, to fighting heresy and corruption in the forms of the dark and ruinous powers of the warp. And then there is the ones that fight demons, which is what Vakir is. Now we will go through the conversation tree here
An object is nestled within.
to gain the background information that we will need. The plague god Nurgle. Notice she is not naming him here, as to do so would be, let's not say heretical, but not what it's not commonplace in the Imperium to talk about the gods of chaos. Now we are, of course, a special exception to that. We are Grey Knights, and this is an Inquisitor, so she may openly discuss them.
The Grey Knights will be needed in this task, and it is your duty to marshal them. I had previously been hunting heretics siphoning power directly from the Hadex anomaly, not far from your previous campaign.
Interesting.
Divining the visions of astropaths is an art in itself. Do I bore you? My research better.
That is all for now. Now let's see here. we can go to the mission map.
Ready ourselves for the trials to come.
So we can advance time. Now we have, we pretty much fully advanced the, or fully gone through the tutorial. Now it's kind of just setting us loose here. This is the current system we are in. We can go to several different star systems themselves and engage in the planets, engage in missions at the planets. Let's go ahead and travel here to this one as it is the closest. And we'll see as we get there, there are certain missions that we must partake in. Or can partake in, rather. All right. And as you can see here, this is the level of corruption on each planet. I believe there is a mission that we can take part in, though. Maybe not. But okay, yeah, no, okay, I'm recalling now. We need to travel back to the center of the system, as when new missions pop up, we will be, yep, there it is, new bloom activity.
Commander, our prognosticators have detected this. I have identified this planet as a mission location to combat the bloom. Let us examine further.
Let's go ahead and travel over here.
From here, you can see some details for this mission, including the resources that Titan's Armory will make available to us if we are successful.
So this mission is going to give us 1 grimoire, and it looks like it has a very, very low danger level, so this should be a fairly easy mission to complete. We'll go ahead and travel here. There'll be other planets in the sector that are corrupted as well. We want to go ahead and start a new project, though. Let's go ahead and start the warp drive, but we do not have the required servitors to do so. So we will go ahead and hold off on that for now. Yep, that marker will stay there until we have the have an upgrade going. And we arrive at the system. As you can see, the battle barge is still heavily damaged. But before we start this mission, we're going to go and end this episode. We are coming up on the hour mark here, guys. That's about how long I want these videos to go. And hopefully you guys like this, a little bit different of a style to the Space Marine series. A little bit more thought out and well done, I would say. And I will go ahead and see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to, let's go ahead and pull up the channel members list here. It always escapes my memory somehow. Thank you to Walter, Sniper, Tyler, Mitch, Moses, and Jared Grabber for continuing to support the channel. Make sure you guys go join the Discord down below to get notified about when I post and go live, and to participate in discussions regarding the channel in the various series that we are participating in or recording. Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and peace out.